everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world right now. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Let's Talk About It, Jen. I have the one and only Mr. James Peteet here with me, talking about his amazing game that him and his girlfriend came up with. It is absolutely cool, and it does touch on some things that the couples need to be talking about.
That's a fact.
So, Mr. Peteet, please let my viewers know who you are and what your business is.
Appreciate it. So, yes, my name is James Peteet. I live in Prince George's County, Maryland, and I'm the creator of the card game, the best-selling relationship-building card game, CoupleUp. So it was a concept I came up with, and what I really wanted to do was to have people have meaningful conversations outside of the regular, what do you do? What's your favorite color? Stuff like that. That's all very well and good. But within these questions, I touch on finances. I touch on your concept of your understanding of loyalty, communication, what you will and won't stand for, your morals, those kind of things. Stuff that really matters when you want to dig deep into a relationship, not just the regular surface stuff. So I created it with couples in mind, but it's for all types of relationships. So you, your boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, mom, dad, just to see what you really know about somebody and how you can dig deeper within that.
Yes. Okay. So what inspired you to do this game? Like, what was the inspiration or what was the idea behind it to create this game?
It was all a dream. Well, so really what it was, I love card games and board games. And I really didn't like conversation. But my girlfriend, she's like open to talk about any and everything. She's a very direct person. And I'm like, look, I don't really feel like talking about this. I was one of those guys. So I was like, all right, how can I make a more fun way for me to approach conversation with her with the stuff that we already talked about? So I'm like, let me just make it a game. So that way I can be like, all right, well, the card said I should ask you this, or she can do something like that. So it was just a way for me to kind of get over the fear of having the tough conversations and just to make conversation fun. Like I said, even like every question isn't like super deep where you're kind of like, I don't want to answer this one. Like I kind of phrase it in some kind of funny way with the scenarios that I throw in it, that you'll still get the overall point of what I'm trying to get. Right. The other creation is really just, I want to make myself more comfortable, but I realized more people are like, yo, I don't talk about these kind of things with my girl or boyfriend or best friend or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, it kind of expanded into different areas, but that was the original thought behind it though.
Okay, so can anybody play the game, like any age group, or is it like a limit? Is it like 18 and up, 21 and up, or, can your teenager play it 18 and up?
they can play it. I put on the box 18 and up because if I was to put, 5 and up, maybe adults wouldn't be like, I'm not playing no game that's 4 or 5 year olds. So I put 18 and up. But for anyone could. Now I do have a sex pack. That's the expansion pack that I have, all sex questions. So you can move accordingly. That's for the grown folk. You feel me? If you think you grown, look, go on about your business. But that part is specifically for the adults. But the game in and of itself can be for anybody for real. But it's just to spark general conversation.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. Okay, so what is the most popular question that people have told you or that you've noticed that people like to ask?
The most popular one, so with the sex one, a lot of people like the question I have about polygamy. Like, is that something that you're into? Because a lot of people, well, I've met a lot of people that are actually into it, which I didn't think it was really popular like that. But some people say, well, my girl not with it or my man not with it. I'm like, you expect them to be? But again, like I said, people don't like, hey, I'm into this. Are you okay with that? We'll just get into it and then just expect them to be cool with it. So people are like, yo, that's a good question. How you think about that? I'm like, I saw on a TV show somewhere. Like, that's where the inspiration comes from a lot of questions. I'll watch TV or real life experiences and I'll be like, what would my girl say to this? Or what would my friend say to this? I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a question. When I was going through it. But as far as the sex, that's the question. In the regular game, it kind of varies because it's 4 different categories. Let me say that. So the colors are red, black, green, and gold. Okay. So the red category are called complete me cards. So kind of like, do you know me well enough to complete my sentences? The black ones are called what if. Those are scenario-based cards, but I don't give you an option. The gold cards are the scenario-based ones, but I give you 4 different options. And then the green cards are just the favorite. So that's your basic favorite ice cream, favorite color, stuff like that. But even with those, I kind of sneak in a couple deep ones, like what is your favorite way to relieve stress? What is your favorite way to show affection? Stuff like that. Yeah. But as far as the regular game, probably the money questions, because that's what people don't talk about. When I ask, what do you spend most of your money on? People always like, yeah, my partner, they said this, but she spent all her money on shoes. She thinks she spent her money on this. Like, nah, sweetie, this is where it's going to. Or like they'll ask the guy, they'll say, I spend my money on games or whatever. Like, nah, you spend your money on food, like way too much. You need to cut back. So again, it's little stuff that we don't notice about each other. But once the questions come up, it kind of exposes all of that. Because now we have to sit down and talk about it. Because the question told me to ask you this. So we got to talk now.
Yeah. Okay. So it goes a little bit deeper than just the game. You are actually finding out something that you didn't know about your significant other or your best friend or whoever you're playing the game with.
That's the whole purpose. Like, I want people to have as much fun as possible. But if you're not talking within the game or at least afterwards, then the game didn't do you any justice. Like, I need you to talk about stuff. Like, it's 120 questions. You don't know all this about your partner. You're going to get things wrong. Like, I already know that. That's why I put them in there. But I need you to talk about it afterwards because I promise you it's going to make the relationship much better.
I like the concept. That is so different. That's different. You don't find too many games out there like that. So that is pretty clever. I like that. Okay, so what were some of the challenges that you faced in getting this game put together? And how did you overcome those challenges?
So the biggest challenge is finding out where to start. So I don't know if you know anyone that's ever created a card game, but I did. To this day, I mean, I see other people that have them, but like they don't have any kind of instructions or like any how-tos, like where you start. So just figuring out where to start was completely new for me. I couldn't use Photoshop or any of the software to make games. So that was the biggest struggle, just figuring out how to design cards and stuff like that. So that's a skill I learned too. I can do Photoshop now, Adobe, all that stuff. So I can move around with that. That was one of the biggest issues. And then I guess the next would be how to market it. I don't come from a business background. I know more about business now, obviously, but first coming up with the game, I didn't know how to get people to want to buy the game. Like, how do I show them that it's not only fun, but it's impactful? Because I'm all about impact, not just about making the money, because money is cool, but like, if people can't say they learned something or got something out of my game, then I'd be like, all right, we got to go back to the drawing board. Like, you know, so that was probably the biggest thing, finding out how to start and how to properly market the game to get people to see, like, this is dope. This is why. Those are probably my hardest things, though. But let me say this one thing. A lot of people will say support is their biggest issue. I never had an issue with support as far as friends go, because what they say in business is your friends aren't always going to support you, which is very true. But I was extremely blessed to have those friends. Here's how I think about it. If they're really your friends, they don't have to buy per se, but they got to do something. Like, even the friends I had that didn't buy the game, which is maybe like 3, basically all my friends that I consider friends bought my game, paid all the money, whole card cash, whatever, and everyone just shared it. So that whole, you don't need your friends to support you, you don't need it, but if they're really your friends, I'm like, they're going to support you. If they don't, I'm gonna look at you a little, well, why you ain't do this? Like, it's a share, it's a click of a button. Like, we're so scared to post our friends' stuff, but we'll post what's on the shade room. Like that never really made sense to me. Even before the whole business venture, I'm like, that just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, those are my 2 biggest challenges. And I just want people to know, like, your friends will support. And if they don't support, I'm gonna look at you a little funny, like, just a little funny. That's just me though. Some people don't care, but I'm gonna look at you.
You may need to reevaluate your friends list or your circle or whatever. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. And I agree. I totally agree. If your friends are with you and supporting you, they'll do whatever it is that you are doing. They're going to be behind you. So I agree with that. All right. So for anyone who has started or is looking to start a business, what advice would you give them that you would have wanted to receive yourself?
That I would have wanted. So that I would have wanted. I actually received what I needed. So what I needed was a coach or a mentor. That's the first thing I think people should look for. Look to find someone that does what you want to do. That's at the height that you want to get to. I feel like that's the easiest way. Smart people learn from their own mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So I'm going to find whoever else knows what I don't know and just try to get information from them. Now, I'm not saying get it for the free, because everyone doesn't just offer their time, their knowledge. Sometimes you have to invest in yourself and invest in you get the information that way. Nothing against that. I'm doing it myself. So that's the first thing I would say. Get a coach, mentor, or something like that. And you have to be your biggest advocate, your biggest cheerleader. What a lot of people I think don't get, is they don't put value in themselves. So first and foremost, before you start any of this, you have to believe in your product or service more than anybody else.
Right.
Otherwise, it's just really not going to work. So I definitely say find someone that does what you want to do, to be where you want to at, and they should be able to coach you through the rest of the way, or at least point you in the right direction. If they don't know the answer, they should be able to point you somewhere where you can get the answer. That seems like the number one thing to me. We can look at athletes. Athletes have trainers. They have coaches for a reason. They can go on the field and court and do their own sport themselves, but they want to get to that next level. They got to find someone else that can put them in that position. So I say find a mentor or a coach or somebody within the space that you want to get into.
Okay. Well, yeah, so I am excited about the game. I actually am going to order the game because I think it's very intriguing. I'm going to start some mess with this game.
So, but look, that's the thing. People be so scared, especially the guys. I've watched guys play this and they'll draw a card, be like, oh. Right. They'll go through their deck like, nah, let me get a different one. I'm like, nah, bro, just play the card. Like,
yes. Okay, so do you play it with a group of people, or can you just play it with, your significant other, just you two?
Mm-hmm. You can play one-on-one. When I made it, I had a group concept in mind because it was more fun that way. When I did my play testing, I always had groups try it. Me and my girlfriend were the first ones to actually play the game ourselves. She can help me with a lot of the questions. But in the concept, I say it's more fun with groups. Mm-hmm. It's more intimate when you're by yourself, though, because we get some things you may not want to discuss. And again, I don't want people to think these are just super, I'm exposing my dark secret kind of things. But some things you just may want to, you think it's a better conversation for you and your loved one.
Right.
And you can just have fun with your group of friends. So it was made with the group concept in mind, but I do see a lot of people individually playing with their significant other. And let me throw one more thing in there. What's surprising to me is a lot of singles are buying the game, which I wouldn't even think about single people. I ain't gonna lie. What? A lot of single people are buying the game because they'll take it and say, well, I'm gonna see if whoever I'm dating, if they fit my criteria. So it turned from a let me see how well I know you to a I'm going to get to know you kind of thing. So I was like, I wasn't marketing like that at all. But once I saw a lot of people that was buying it and I put out surveys like, how'd you hear about it? Who do you play with? A lot of them said, my best friend, the dude I'm dating, the girl I'm dating, like that kind of stuff. So I'm like, oh, that's dope. Everyone can play it, single or in a relationship. It just depends how you want to use it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is very dope because I didn't even think about that. I'm thinking about, the married couples, the people that are engaged, or the people that are together.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't think about it either. But once they started buying, I was like, I kind of got to think about them. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what's up. Well, I'm rooting for you 100%. And I know that it's going to grow. And I know that the business is going to come in for you. People are going to be running to get to the website on how to order this game. So let everybody know that's watching how to contact you and how to order the game.
So they can go to the website, which is CoupleUpGame.com. They can also hit me up on my Instagram page, which is at CoupleUp Card Game. My email is jpeteet@coupleupgame.com. Gotta get that professional email going. What else? Another thing I do want people to know is, again, like I said, I wish I had someone in the board game industry to kind of show me this what you want to do first and foremost. So what I did was I provided what I didn't have. So I have an ebook coming out on my birthday, June 11th, 5 steps to create a profitable card game. It was impactful and profitable, but I know the profit gonna get people. So
yes,
impactful and profitable because we want impact more than anything else. So that's coming out on my birthday, June 11th. So people can look out for that. Grab it on the website at coupleupgame.com. And also I'm doing a $200 giveaway. That will also, so the day of my birthday, I'm doing a live drawing, and we're also releasing the ebook. So since business has been going well, and I know Corona is destroying everything, so I said I can do something little. I can definitely just give out some money. So all they had to do is go to my CoupleUp Card Game page on Instagram, and it's one post that I have. It's like the flyer for the giveaway. All you do is share that post to your story and tag 3 friends, and boom, you're entered. I'll send you screenshots of your ticket, and I'll do the live drawing on the Instagram page on my birthday, June 11th. So I'm spending my birthday with y'all. I'm giving out. I'm dropping the book. What more do y'all want? What more do y'all want? So
that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yes, I will be putting the link on the comment and also tagging you so that people can reach out to you. It'll also be on Instagram so that they can make sure that they go to your page and follow you. Y'all make sure that you support this young man. He's doing an awesome thing. And we need a little extra. Need some cho-chos. Gotta get those on June the 11th. June the 11th. Don't miss it.
Best day, right in summer, you know, I can't enjoy the summer for real, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather be safe.
That's what's up. Well, thank you so much for your time. I know you are a busy man, and I'm just honored that you were able to make time for Jen to come and interview you. So I appreciate that. I'm hoping that everything, and I know that everything is going to work out for you, and I'm praying for you, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be
Thank you very much. Thank you for taking out your time to interview me and all the just business owners, like I said, because we don't see that a lot. We really don't. We always looking for who does X, Y, and Z. Like, here's the platform. She asking y'all questions. You can, get your promo like that. So I appreciate you for doing this.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Well, that is the end of the show. Again, y'all reach out to James Peteet. Make sure that you get the game. Make sure that you enter in and win that $200 on June the 11th. And if y'all have any questions, reach out to me, reach out to him. We will get you taken care of. All right. So that is the end of the show. And guess what, y'all? We just talked about it. Y'all have a good night and y'all be safe. Peace.